Hey everyone, and welcome to Felix Limited earning call. We appreciate your participation as we review the company's operational and financial performance for Q3 and 9-month FY26 and outline our strategic direction. The purpose of today's call is to provide an overview of the company's progress and address queries from our investors and stakeholders. Please note that this call is being recorded and certain statements made during this call may be forward-looking and are based on current assumptions. These involve risks and uncertainties, and actual results may differ. The company assumes no obligation to update these statements except as required by law. We encourage participants to consider these factors and avoid placing undue reliance on forward-looking information. Representing Felix Industries Limited today, Ritesh Patel, Managing Director, Nishant Sharma, Director of Finance, Hina Shah, Company Secretary. I will now hand over the call to Mr. Ritesh Patel for the opening remarks. Following his address, we will proceed to the quick Q&A session. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Kushi, and thank you everybody for participating in this webinar. Myself, Ritesh Patel, Managing Director, Felix Industries Limited. I will just give you a brief about the company. This Felix Industries Limited is basically an environment protection company. We are a technology company, not a contracting company. We are a technology company. We provide technologies right from solid waste to water to oil and gas and to municipal waste recycling. We have created immense number of projects. We have created a good number of industries where we have made recycling solutions possible, viable, economically, and through circular economics. We are into four major segments. One is water, another is oil, third is solid waste, and fourth is plastic. I would like Kushi to go through the presentation, and then we can start up with the question and answers from all. Kushi ma'am, please go through a short brief on the presentation so that everybody comes on the same page. Hello, madam.
Yes. Yes, sir.
These are some of the business models where we are working into. I'm continuing the presentation. These are some of the business models. First of all, the basic business model is EPC, where we create the process, we create the technology, and sell it off to the clients. BOO are basically rental projects. BOOT are where Felix invests and operates the systems for a long period of durations. Infrastructure development is one of the process where we are creating a long-term assets for industries and for the neighborhood of any cities or countries. PPP models are the models where it is public-private partnership. We can generate a large scale of a business model or an avenue for the civil operation and maintenance. Are all the technologies or the processes that Felix derives are being controlled and are being operated successfully by Felix. Madam, next please. As I said, wastewater, solid waste are the two major segments where Felix today is working. Felix has multiple plants on water where high toxic water or waste waters from industry are being recycled to highest possible grade and at the most economic solutions that can be provided through using latest technologies. These are water. Second is solid waste. Felix has already entered into incineration of industrial solid waste and plastic recycling. Third is the metals, where Felix is coming up with a metal recycling process. Again, everything that we are talking or discussing comes under head of environment. Felix is very focused on its criteria of not doing business outside the environment segment. Since the environment segment is too large, we must have our hands and our subsidiaries or whatever possibilities to create the best solutions and to create the most economic viable operations for the company. Next, madam. These are the few subsidiaries that are on screen. Why Felix creates subsidiaries is because of the limitation on the manpower working in the core team or the manpower working on the technologies. Once we create the processes, once we create the technologies, we expect our partners in the subsidiaries to operate them for many years or to operate them successfully. And that is how these subsidiaries are being created. So these are all profit centers for the company. As and when the time is moving ahead, we are growing parallelly in all our subsidiaries. We are very confident and very sure about our subsidiaries, about our processes, about our technologies that will grow as per our expectations. Next, please, madam. These are few briefs on the processes that we are doing as of date. So first you see on your screen is hazardous waste processing. There are two kinds of hazardous waste. First of all is the domestic waste, and the second one is the industrial waste. Whoever falls under the hazardous waste criteria are following very stringent norms and very high quality performances of their plants to make sure it does not affect the environment or the human psyche or human ecology for any of its adverse effects. Second, you see on your screen is the waste oil processing. Waste oil processing is one of the segment which is extremely demanding in the Middle East countries or the Gulf countries because there are tremendous quantums of the waste oil which are not being processed through the refineries or the existing large scale oil processors. Water processing solutions is the fundamental of Felix Industries Limited. It works on its standalone, on its strength and water processing. We have our own capacity, we have our own technologies and strength, where we have created multiple plants and multiple processes on our own. Next one. Plastic is one of the process where we are coming up and are in process to acquire existing setup, not exactly the setup, but the company which contains the licenses of the recycling. So plastic processing is already on the verge of completion of acquisition, and we will be very soon on our we will see it on our balance sheet very soon. Metal processing, we are working on it, and we are expecting to see the numbers on our balance sheet by next financial year. Next, madam. These are some of the photographs of our facilities. We have multiple facilities as of now where our productions are going on. Next, madam. These are the segments of industries where we are working on. These are the industry overview of all the segments that we are working on. I think, madam, if you can just share this presentation to everybody, the basic introduction is done, and let us move on to the question answers if everybody is comfortable. Henna, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for the brief introduction. We will now move on to the Q&A session. Participants may raise their hand and ask the questions. We'll have the first question from Abhay Masade.
Good afternoon, Ritesh ji. First of all, congratulations for the excellent Q3 performance, and I expect that in future also the Felix will do well. So I have two, three questions. First question is regarding the Q3 uh, profit and loss account. In that, the other expenses has increased by around 6 CR. So I just want to get insights. What is the reason for the increase of other expenses? This is my first question. Second question, I want to know about the waste oil processing opportunity size for the Felix in the Middle East. What is the market size and what you are expecting to scale up in next 1 to 2 years for the Oman? Or any of the plans to move to other markets in Middle East like UAE or Saudi Arabia? This is my second question. And I would
Okay.
like to get some insights about the plastic processing. What is the, you mentioned about the company which you are going to acquire. So what is the scale of the operations that we can expect in future?
Okay. I'll answer your questions, Abhijit. Thank you for the questions. Very nice. So I start from the plastic first. That plastic is, as of now, recycling its granules, and it has its capacity of 300 tons per day, 300 tons per month as of now. And as on date, we are planning to move up to 1,000 tons per month. So as soon as we move 1,000 tons per month, we will have about a revenue of about 7 crores a month. And this is what about it is about plastic. Uh, for your second question was oil. Okay, so
Yeah.
oil processing is as of now in Oman, and that is well operated as of now from last few months. And 30 tons per day is what successfully we are achieving as of now today. We are moving up to 60 tons per day in a couple of months, and expanding in our own facility, expanding on our processes. And regarding the opportunity of Gulf, this is the opportunity is huge as of now because there are none such of official recyclers available in the country or in the Middle East where they have the capacity to take care of the entire range of the waste oil that is processed. So of course there are a few, but they are restricted to the quality and the quantity that comes to them. But our because our plant is a multi-purpose plant, we can expand it to maybe by next year we can say in Oman itself we will be 100 TPD. And yes, ADNOC or UAE or Aramco in Saudi are the potential customers for us. So for now, we are not expanding for these financial, means upcoming financial year. But as soon as we achieve a 100 TPD benchmark, yes, we should expand to UAE and also to Saudi. And then
Okay.
expansion should be of 100 TPD itself.
Okay. Regarding this Oman business, you got recently got a big contract through Oman LLG around
Yes,
45 to 46
yes. Hello.
earlier than that. And what is the how is it going to be managed?
Sir, I'm sorry, I just skipped a few words. There was
Yeah, I'm saying I'm asking about this Oman LG order of 45 CR. So that
okay.
order duration is around 5 years. So
Yes.
is it to be required to be completed in 5 years or you are planning to complete it earlier?
So the order quantity is contracted for 5 years, but there is an open
Mhm.
contract. So we are expecting to complete this business in the upcoming financial year, starting from this financial year, of course. So
Mhm.
we might fall 2 3 times on the higher numbers than the expected numbers from Oman LNG because we
So
have
probably
efficiency. We have efficiency. So minimum that we have to do is this much, but we have
okay.
efficiency to do more.
Mhm. So if the that quantum is achieved, then probably they will issue the new order in that case.
Yes, so they are issuing sub orders regarding to this contract. So we have
Mhm.
already started taking these sub orders. These are delivery orders and purchase orders on the quantity and quality that is coming in. So we have already started the operations. So we see few numbers before March itself, and of course we have the full financial year or the full operational year, and we'll complete the entire order.
Okay, okay. And regarding these other expenses, can you share insights? So why there is increase of
So
6 CR?
so other expenses are basically the civil expansion that is going on
Mm-hmm.
on the EPC project that we are doing on the civil front. So civil expansion, I mean civil contracts are being given for the construction of these facilities, and this will I think it will be more this year because of completion of the civil contract.
Okay. So this is one-time expense or is it is going to be continuing?
No, this is one time. I mean, once the civil construction is done, it is done, finished.
When you are expecting to complete the civil construction?
This March.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Riteshji, and best of luck for the future
Thank you.
plans.
Thank you, Abhay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we'll now take the next question from Ankur, sir.
This financial year revenue guidance was 110 crores on the lower side. Now, first 9 months is roughly 65 crores if I'm not wrong. तो ये last quarter में 45 crores हो जाएगा क्या?
Ji, absolutely. It is all planned, and we are on the expected numbers.
So if you can help us, what are the levers? And I'm sorry, I'm asking a very short-term question, but what are the levers to drive such a big jump quarter
So
on quarter?
we are already working on a EPC contract, which will be delivered in March. So the production and everything is already started, already at place. So we'll be completing the deliveries, and that will be a bigger leap jump. Rest all business is on track. So about 25 crores. So we are expecting straight on the deliveries of these machineries.
Oh, so that's why you are referring to that other expenses discussion on the last question was related to that
So
project,
the
right?
other expense is different project of civil, and
Okay.
the supplies of machinery is a different project. Of course, both are not interrelated. They are both different projects. But
Okay.
yes, civil is another thing, and this EPC contract is another thing.
Okay. And in Oman, this what is the current production against, let's say, 100 TPD capacity? How much are you guys able to do right now,
So
including the
we are
latest
working.
order?
Yeah, so we are working on 30 TPD as of now,
Hmm.
and we are moving towards 60 TPD in next couple
Hmm.
of months.
Hmm.
And there is no breaks on it, so I think successfully we'll be doing 60 TPD, and by the end of the financial year we'll be touching 100 TPD.
And there was some reference to some waste to energy in last call. So can you give
Correct.
more
So
colors? How does that
as
work?
soon as as soon as we cross 60 TPD in Oman, we'll be viable to operate the waste to energy project, because the solid generation of oils
uh,
will help us creating this energy.
and that will reduce your operating cost, or will you guys
Yes.
be
It is
selling?
it is like an indirect benefit to the company, because since we will have our own energy, our
Uh,
sustainability increases. So our own energy we will consume ourselves
hmm.
from the waste. So of course it will reduce down the.
Sorry, the voice broke. Wait. Hello.
So it will
Right.
bring down our power cost, basically.
Understood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And सर ये इस क्वार्टर में जो 27 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू उसमें से प्रोजेक्ट कितना है और O&M कितना है?
Uh,
So O&M would be close to 7-8 crores,
Hmm.
and rest would be all projects.
So with this new EPC which you are saying you will close in this March, next
Yes.
year का O&M run rate कितना हो जाएगा with all this whatever EPC?
The O&M close to 50 is what we are targeting for next financial year. Only O&M. Only O&M.
Understood. And this excludes Oman, right?
No, this excludes Oman. Yes. Oman is separate.
Okay. And so just help me remind you at, what is the Oman target for next financial year, sir?
So Oman, next year we would be close to 75 to 80 crores. That's our number, because we already have this Oman LNG contract.
Hmm.
And then we are already doing this oil processing So,
Hmm.
and then there are few orders in pipeline discussions and all that. So based on that, we think we'll be close to 75-80 crores.
So this order which you got, is this 1 year? Is this recurring?
So
How?
it's a open order for 5 years. They have
Hmm.
specified whatever quantity they have available as of now at
Hmm.
that plant. They have
Hmm.
specified that these are the quantity that you can lift and
Hmm.
process those waste. And
Hmm.
based on that, we have a tentative revenue they have derived.
Hmm.
uh, if the waste keeps on adding, they would issue further orders. So it's like a 5-year contract they have given it to us. The more we are efficient in terms of picking the material and processing it, the faster we can generate more revenue. But this itself, one order will take, or at least one, we think one financial year full would be gone doing this entire thing.
And any revenue booked in Oman in this Q3, sir?
Yes, it's there, no? So for Q3, if you see, I have, like, for Q3, I think it is 3 or 4 crores, but total for 9 months it is 12 crores.
Okay. And so Oman next financial year 46 will take care of majority of your target for next,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So Hitesh, the guidance for F27 was 180 to 200, out of which let's say 50 is your O&M in India and 70 Oman, so 120. Is there a order book in place for EPC of 80 crores already, or?
Yes, so about we are expecting about 25 to 40 crores of EPC,
Hmm.
and rest from the additional businesses of plastics and all. So it is easy to touch next year. That is what we believe.
And Nitesh, this plastic will be what again, EPC, or is this more recurring income?
Recurring. It is recurring. Absolutely recurring.
So how
It's
much money are
waste.
you investing in setting up this plastic
So
recycling?
the numbers I will get back to you. Nishan sir, आप दे देना. But the point is that today the plastic recycling is done at 300 tons per month. But
Hmm.
over the period of time, in next 3 months, 1,000 tons per month will be our target. So, we will be in position to achieve about 6 to 7 crores of monthly revenue from plastic.
So basically, the unit is already, see, there are 3 units which are already there running. So we are adding capacity and we are streamlining the operations. Okay, so
Hmm.
municipal waste collection and then processing it into granules and then selling it to the market. That's what exactly the current operators have not been able to manage it properly, and that's where we are entering into picture, and we are taking a stake in those companies. And that
Hmm.
process is still going on. There are things that are still going at the back end. The
Hmm.
plant is, we have provided technical support from outside to them
Hmm.
to like how to streamline things and all those things. So that technical support is already provided, and we have gone to the plants. We are seeing how the production can be increased, and it is getting streamlined over a period of time now. It is now, the production is also happening on a monthly basis. But on our books it will take maybe, I'm not sure, but I think before March we'll see something on our books as well.
So, sir, just give us more color. You're acquiring these municipal contracts which were awarded to some other private parties, right? Is that correct?
So there is an exclusive contract given for these three cities, Ahmedabad, Baroda, and Surat. And these exclusivity is being signed by the government for next 40 years.
And we are paid only for processing, or we are paid when we are able to sell the recycled plastic?
So we are paid when we sell the recycled plastics, and we have been achieving the highest grade of the quality that can be possible. So we, as of now, the production quality is up to the mark.
And the government gives environmental credits uh, which can be encashed. Okay, so
Yes,
though that is
like
the advantage
like EPR.
that the government gives.
So, if you don't mind, how much are we paying to win to take over these 3 contracts.
So that still the number is yet to be crystallized. So that's what I said. We are doing the technical support from outside, but yes, the exact number we will update as soon as it is finalized.
And so what will be our gross margins or EBITDA margins from this once you are hitting, let's say, 6 crores per month run rate?
Ritesh bhai,
About 15% should be our gross, and about 10 more than 10%, maybe 12% should be our on the 15 to 17% you understand gross, and 10 to 12% is PAT.
PAT.
Yes.
So, sir, this business profit
So, can
margin.
you please join back in queue?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll take the question from Q&A tab. So my question read out कर रही हूँ. Civil construction expense, which is an other expense, is for the client project or it is company's capex. If it is for client project, then we will see respective revenue booking also in current quarter, right?
yes.
It is for the client.
Okay, sir. Participants are requested to raise their hand if you're interested in asking question. So we have questions in Q&A tab. The question is, what could be the expected EBITDA margin going forward?
So generally we are on an average maintaining 25 to 30% EBITDA margin. So that is going to be maintained in the next uh, periods as well. There is another question.
Sir,
What is the capital?
what is the total capital currently deployed in boot assets?
So boot assets would be close to I can just a minute. It would be close to 25 to 35 crores. Yes, would be the boot assets that we are already working on.
The question is total capital currently deployed in boot assets.
I mean that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That is the investment we have already done.
And the next question is, any vision to share for FY28, FY29?
Ritesh bhai, 27 we gave already.
Yeah. So 2077 we are clear with the current processing and with the current assets that we own. 28 is little far for the companies like us. So, but of course, the top line and the bottom line cannot decrease. It has to increase. So, I am very hopeful that we will see a bright 28.
See, it all depends on, just to give you, it all depends on how this like the Oman orders, and if we are in discussions with a lot of, this is just one contract that we have got. Oman LNG is one of the biggest players. If this is contract is successfully delivered, then the gates open for very large companies there. So that gives a lot of leeway and uh, to us, where we can
Yeah.
uh, generate a huge volume there. So but we don't want to be very optimistic and sound like we give very big numbers, but it seems that this year is crucial, like 26 25 26 was crucial for us, and we are on track, closing the numbers what we had targeted. Same way 26 27 is also hopefully will be on track of the numbers that we are saying. And if we are able to achieve that level, then at that scale I think 15-20% growth becomes easier for us then.
And even in India, if I add on, there are multiple processes or facilities we are under discussion and under development. So even if we see 2027, we will have new enterprises coming up. So all these 26, 27 should be turning up to good numbers on 28.
Okay, sir. We'll take the next question from Q&A tab. Can you give revenue bifurcation between India and abroad, government and non-government for FY27?
Government, we generally are working with mostly with private entities. So government, non-government is, I don't think we have any, except in the plastic that will eventually come in future. We do not have any contracts from like government, so we are all working with private entities only.
Okay, sir, we have follow-up questions from Ankur. So,
Yeah.
So I'll take one by one these questions which are appearing in the Q&A. Abhay ji has asked, can you please share insights on metal and acid trigger? What is the expected? So metal is already on track. There are some advanced discussions, but which we can't disclose at this point. But then yes, there is very advanced discussion on starting this metal business uh, sooner than what we had projected. So maybe we may have some good news on that side, but that is subjective. Once those things happen, then only we can say with conformity that these are going to start. Acid reclamation business is one where we have installed a pilot plant in Punjab somewhere with, and that pilot plant is working well. It is still under testing phase, and we are still testing all those things. But yes, as per our expectations, the results are good. Even the client is happy on that side. So we still want to give 3 months time for that to stabilize. If that works out well, there is another opportunity available there, but that would be I mean, too soon to jump on that kind of thing. So it has been like, it's as Ritesh bhai mentioned, we are a technology company. So that is one technology that we have developed and we are seeing good results. But how that will convert into revenue would be still a premature kind of a statement at this point in time. But metal, for metal, if we say we can for the first year 26-27, we can be close to 50 crores, that we can definitely do in 26-27 if the discussions that we are already having materialize. So that is the top line that we can expect. When are we expecting to list on main board? Now, this is not, I cannot answer that. Ritesh
So
bhai,
we are complying the entire the main board's compliances. So after March, once we finish the audits of the books, we will be applying for the main board. So we will see ourselves for the main board next year.
main board question is again same. How will the acquisition of plastic waste recycling, equity, swap, cash? Mostly it would be cash, or so mostly it would be that way only. Are we planning to are we planning to add more government projects going forward? Because see, government projects, we are, it's not that we are averse to taking government projects, but government projects have a very typical tendency of functioning in a very different manner, and it becomes challenging to recover money. That's why we have till now avoided taking government contracts, government orders. Private parties, it is much easier to deal with, decision making is fast, and that is why we are still focusing on government project. There are lot of bureaucratic hassles in that, so we have till now avoided that. But maybe in something very good comes up, we are not saying no to everything, but as of now we are not taking. Oman, once we reach 100 TPT, then what is the revenue potential per month? Okay, Ritesh bhai, if you can,
Sorry, what
100
is the question,
TPT
sir?
वो 100 TPT पे कितना टर्नओवर मंथली होने लगेगा?
About 10 to 11 crores.
Okay. Please tell guidance for FY20. Also, what is peak revenue possible from all business lines? Guidance for FY. So guidance for FY27, we already like close to 180 to 200 crores is what our plan is. Hopefully, we can go beyond that. But also, what is the peak revenue possible from all business lines, including plastic at 80% capital? Plans to fundraise. Also, please tell plans related to migration to. So plastic, I think, as Ritesh bhai mentioned, that if things go well, then it can be 6 to 7 crore, and that would be that number is achievable. So uh, we are already seeing that kind of production already happening, so that should not be a problem. Do you have any plans to fundraise? Fundraise as of now is only restricted to bank borrowing debt. So that is what we are doing, which is regular working capital. So other than that, maybe if there is some project or the planning happens, we may go for a fundraise. But as of now, we are already uh, taken care of the requirements of funding. You indicated EPC margin. What can be the blended margins? So blended margins, like net margin, if we say, we are close to 17 to 20%. So that is, there is going to be a mix of, means on an average, this is going to be maintained. EPC, BO, boot, OM, segmental margins. Oh, EPC, boot, segmental. Segmental margins to be given, I will have to separately give it to you, because that we will have to, if you want specific numbers, it would be challenging as of now to give it. I'm keen to know about the technology part. Felix promotes recycle, reuse, recover, reduce, mixed salt preparation and hydrocarbon recycling, most against smaller level. Ritesh bhai, if I am not aware of this
Sir,
technology.
what is the question?
I am keen to know about the technology part. Felix promotes a recycle, reuse, recover, reduce philosophy. Do we have technical ability to handle mixed salt separation and hydrocarbon recycling? Give us a moat against a smaller local water treatment players.
Yes, yes. Of course, we have both the processes in hand, so we can make multiple different kind of salts from the mixed salt solution. Or we are already using these processes for our CTP, where we can where the concentrate of mixed salts can be separated out with maybe sodium sulfate or sodium chloride or magnesium sulfate, magnesium chloride, whatever category we want to do it, and then can be sellable to the market. So yes, we do have those technologies for separating out different salts. Regarding the oil, yes, of course, we have the processes because already the plant is operational in Oman, and we are doing it well as of now. So yes, oil separation and salt separations, both processes are in house.
Can I know who started the press? Someone named Kushi. What's her designation? Is this means I think she's at the organizer from Fin Portal. The 200.
Sir, let Kushiji take care of the questions. I don't know how to take care of all these questions at a time.
No problem. Now I have taken charge. So
Okay,
the
okay.
government focus or remain on zero liquid discharge for industries. Can Felix become a preferred partner for textile chemical industries, or for that matter? So we are already like textile, we are already doing chemical industries, we are already doing, but you have to understand, we are already doing those things. But these are projects which are engineering projects. So there is a limitation to taking the number of projects. So there is a limitation to creating capacity, to creating taking orders. So at a time we can only do 4 5 orders, like which can be combination of one large order and 2 3 small and some medium. So that's where the capacity limitation comes in, and that's where we are slowly expanding. So zero, so we are preferred partner, but there are so many industries that we will not be able to reach each one of them. Any lights on ONG project Revita are we expecting? So as of now, there are 6 projects that are going with ONGC. So that currently stands as it is. I We are not we are not bidding for any new orders as of now. So those 6 projects are currently going on. Can we expect some benefit to us if oil prices goes up?
Yes,
Oil, uh, yes,
it
go
is
ahead.
directly correlating the crude prices when we sell this oil. So yes, it benefits us.
But on means it would not be very significant in terms of, because oil
Correct.
processing, when we have a large volume of oil processing, then it may have some impact on, like it can change our like margin structure. But we have capacity of 100 tons, which is a combination of so many things. So I don't see oil prices will have effect, some marginal impact here and there.
So we'll take follow-up question from Ankur. So
Yes, yes. जी अंकुर जी.
सर सॉरी, जस्ट टू क्लैरिफाई, आप बोल रहे हैं कि एक 180 करोड़ का एक बार दोबारा से स्प्लिट समझा देंगे. इंडिया O&M वाज 50 करोड़, ओमान इज 60 एंड ईपीसी विल बी अनदर 50. तो 160 एंड प्लास्टिक इज 20 फॉर फाइनेंशियल ईयर 27.
So plastic can be more
Okay, but
than 20.
first three figures are correct, right? So first three will
Yes,
be
yes,
roughly 160 and plastic gives whatever it gives.
correct, correct.
Okay. Last call when we discussed 180 crores, sir, sorry, you said usme plastic is not included. So,
Correct.
uh,
So as of now, as we speak,
hmm,
so Oman is also predicted to have about 75 as number.
hmm,
50 is from operations, and
hmm,
even if we do 50 years EPC, so
hmm.
we fulfill our numbers.
Okay,
But now
understood.
since plastic is in place, this will give us
Hmm,
additional boost,
hmm,
and
hmm.
we are also expecting to take charge on we are expecting, it is not sure, but we are expecting to take charge on the metals part also. So that will also give us additional boost.
Okay. That's fine. And sir, year 50 of next year of EPC, how much of that will eventually translate to O&M for you?
All. So next year when we are expecting O&M to 50,
Hmm.
uske next year mein it should be crossing 85.
Only from India, right? Excluding Oman.
Only from India. Yes, yes.
Understood. And any targets for you to keep bidding for EPCs in coming year? Because that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only
So
way.
already things are in pipeline, and for next financial year we are already in discussions with the some of the most reputed largest industries of the country. So it is not a challenge.
But this time when you are bidding for, I mean, अभी तक जहाँ पे भी EPC लिया है, we have, or even in O&M, we had to spend money, right, on the machinery. When we are talking to bigger clients, you still have to invest in the machinery.
So
Same
then,
amount
so
or will
then
be
the
subsidized?
so then when we are doing EPC, of course we need working capital, but there is in a
Hmm.
cyclic motion.
Hmm.
So yeah, so larger the project, the larger working capital, but that's okay.
See, Ankur ji, last time I think apne, see, as far as I remember, see, I mentioned in the last call also that determining which order to take and how to structure
Hmm.
it is an or is a decision which is unique to every project. Okay, so if we are getting like what Ritesh bhai currently mentioned is, we are in discussion with one of the largest companies. Okay, if that order comes in, that would be a, again, that would be a boot project, but then it would give us a very huge O&M revenue on a regular basis. So that's where we are taking a call based on the size of the project, the revenue margins and everything. So we are focused towards increasing our O&M revenue on a month on month basis. That's basically our, we, EPC is like one time you sell it, but most of the cases whenever we are doing on EPC also, we are pushing the clients to go for O&M with us only. Okay, so we are trying to push for maximum O&M project, because that's a revenue where we get very good and handsome margins there, and we have control over the client, and any capex coming in or new additions coming in is always known to us. So that's where we have a full track of our customers, we have full grip on the customers, and that those repetitive orders start coming in. Like Aarti Industries, if you take, we are doing multiple plants, and it is going on for last 4 years. Every year they are adding something new or the other, they are giving it to us. Same way for Coco, all they are adding new things.
निशान भाई, what I'm trying to understand is कि let's say आप financial year 27 में hypothetically you do 70 crores O&M domestic, right?
Hmm.
My understanding is O&M domestic will give you easily 70% EBITDA
Hmm.
because there is no, when hardly you don't have to spend anything.
No, no, no. O&M
No,
में
no, no,
ऐसा
no.
नहीं.
It is not.
No, no, it
ऐसा भी
is
नहीं
not
है.
like that. O&M doesn't mean that we just deploy manpower, and it involves consumables, every some replacements of motors, and so 40-50% is the cost around that. Roughly, if I say, if you say by thumb rule, it goes around that. So it's not that O&M gives you such huge margin. Industries will not be able to operate with at such cost if there is so huge margin on our side. No. So it is not like that.
So you're saying it's more close to 50%, right? O&M domestic.
Yes, yes.
40 to 50%.
Okay, and what is your total debt as of now, और आपका sanction limits कितना है बैंक से अभी?
So we have 14 crores working capital and another 4 crores of a debt from an NBFC on the company as on date.
And is there any undrawn sanction या आपको वापस से higher से
वर्किंग कैपिटल है तो वो तो यूटिलाइज, मतलब यूटिलाइजेशन पे चलता रहता है, तो सीसी है तो वो तो कम ज़्यादा होती रहती है.
नहीं, Anisha, sir, what I'm trying to understand is if you're bidding for a bigger O&M, so if you need a 40-30 crore working capital limit, is that available today or you'll have to apply for it?
No, we have already approached banks. So see, the renewal is due. So we are already submitting documents, and maybe we have asked for further enhancement. So that all those processes are going on simultaneously. So working capital enhancement is going on with the banks.
So last question, ओमान से profit repatriate करने में कोई restriction तो नहीं है ना?
I don't think so. ऐसा कहीं, मतलब I have not seen, but we haven't repatriated anything. So and anything that comes first, it will go towards जो कंपनी ने यहाँ से लोन दिया है, तो वो repatriation first होगा, and then उसके बाद देखेंगे प्रॉफिट का कैसे करना है.
ठीक है. Okay. All the best. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Participants who are interested in asking questions may raise their hand. Thank you for the engaging session. On behalf of Felix Industries Limited, thank you for joining today's call. You may now disconnect.
Should we conclude, ma'am? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.